Well, now, you know, is this going to be just like this now?
Yeah, it's a cover.
Maybe we ought to plant weeds in there just for the hell of it.
No, we don't want the weeds to come in through.
I like them. Look at that one over there. That guy's got weeds climbing all over the goddamn barrels. What the hell's that guy? He's got a big truck with a. He got some rope. I mean, tubing on the back rolled up. Looks like.
Some type of piping.
You know. Oh, there he is. I thought he throttled back because he knew I was looking for him. But anyway. Do you see what they're doing next door, or do you pay attention? What are they doing?
They put a small addition, and then they're gonna redo the whole siding of the house. I think they're gonna do stucco.
We should have gone over while they were over there and says, "Hey, what are you going to charge us to?"
Well,
There you go.
They haven't done it yet. I can ask them.
No, that way we might get tangled up with an inspector. Let's
All right.
you don't be too vulnerable out there, you know, going over the top because we have a machine that'll fly. Sometimes it'll fail, you know what I mean? And when that happens, even the automobile can fail. Look at that beautiful cloud. You went through that summit, you'd most get the wings torn right off that airplane. You'd hit wind most probably of 150 miles an hour in some areas. That one would be terrible.
Inside the cloud?
Oh, boy, you get thunderstorms inside of some of those. Those aren't bad. When they start turning a little gray, like in the gray parts, oh, boy.
You went through many of those?
No, one time. Well, we hit some rough air, but not. Boy, I thought I've never been, and I never become frightened. I was very aware the rain was hitting us, boy, like pouring into that goddamn every crack of that beat. All of a sudden, that son of a bitch, we hit that big, what is it? Lightning. And then all of a sudden, that goddamn wingtip would fold up just like that. I says, holy shit. The airplane, all of a sudden, it'd go whoop, beneath you, we'd be going, ah! Then all of a sudden, ooh, and then it'd roll over to the side. Then it'd drop. Then you start hitting your goddamn head on the top. Oh, man, just scared. It didn't scare me. I don't know why. I can remember it very distinctly. But I just thought, well, we're in it. What do we do? You couldn't control the airplane until we got out of it.
So you only hit one of those?
One thunder cloud. We call it in the middle of the thunder thing. The cloud is what you'd hit them.
So it was like a big storm?
But we were climbing up through a lot of clouds. They figured if we could get, I think they figured it was on takeoff, we had bad weather, but they said at 10,000 feet, it'll be clear. I don't know, I guess how the hell they knew that, because back in those days we didn't have them. I think they used to send the balloon up, and if it came down a certain way that they could tell what the weather was. So while we were going up there, we all spread out so we wouldn't be running into each other. That was what they were afraid of. And as we come through it, some of them didn't hit it like that, but we happened to. Some did. They're not the same one. And finally, when we got up through it, then we were up on the top then.
How high would you guys climb on a flight?
Huh?
What was your altitude?
We bombed at 6,000 to 7,000 feet.
And how high are the clouds?
Oh, they'll vary from ground on up to 10, 12, 20,000 sometimes.
Oh, okay.
But we never flew that high. But our clouds weren't predominant because you'd only get them over land, islands. Once we got away from land or within an area, you never saw a cloud. There might be a thunderstorm rolling in someplace going toward Japan or someplace else, but we...
Did you ever go through a thunderstorm?
That's what we did one time, coming out of Okinawa, Guam.
Did you think that the lightning would hit the airplane?
No, those big, what do they call them, blue streaks, you know?
Mm-hmm.
You can hear them and see them. No, I don't know why. that we didn't, we got bounced around, but, it wasn't, nobody was screaming and wanting to bail out. We couldn't have made it anyway, so we just thought that old airplane would have to stay together. We'd stay with it. Otherwise, where the hell would we land if we went? Bail out. That was the worst I've ever, and that was because we didn't realize what we were flying. We didn't think we'd ever hit one. There was no way of telling that we were going to go through it.
So when you said that you would jump up and down,
We'd lose altitude 500 feet just like, whoo.
Oh, really? That fast?
Oh, shit. Yes, boy. You'd have to hang on to everything or you'd get thrown around. Not thrown around. The pressure would be, all of a sudden down. Boy, you'd be, and then all of a sudden,
And you'd have to be on oxygen at that point?
I never was, but I never thought about that. I guess you could have been. Huh?
Oh, okay.
What for? To die with an oxygen mask on?
Well, all night flights you had to wear oxygen.
Yes, from 10,000. No, from the ground up. During the day, 10,000. So we never wore oxygen masks.
What's the highest you guys ever went up?
23,000.
23,000 feet.
And we had to come down because our airplane started folding up. We didn't have what they call the icer boots on the front of the wing, and it iced up, and we start losing air speed. Control of the airplane.
Oh.
Because of weight added to the airplane, they never put them on in the Pacific.
Okay.
Because we never flew up over 12,000 feet.
Right, you didn't need to.
But
you would drop bombs from about 6,000 to 7,000 feet?
6,000 to 7,000 was our bombing height.
How long would a bomb, if you were dropping a 2,000-pound bomb, how long would it take to hit the ground?
It'd take a little while.
So you'd have to measure out when you're going to...
Oh, the bombardier did that with the bomb sight.
Right. You'd have to measure out like with
He knew exactly. As soon as he took over, with knowing our exact altitude and the speed and the windage, and he set everything up there, and he could tell exactly what that don't mean you hit the target every time, because there was sometimes stuff that didn't jive.
But if you're up 6,000 feet, how long does it take a 2,000-pound bomb to hit the ground?
I don't know. I was always up in the top and couldn't see nothing or hear nothing. The guys in the back could see.
When you dropped a 2,000-pound bomb, would the airplane jump up a little bit?
Not if you went in chain.
Oh, okay. You dropped them 3, 4, 5 at a time?
No, one at a time.
Oh.
In other words, you got the bomb. Well, you've seen the inside of one of those.
Right.
All right. Did you see the thing in the middle?
Yeah.
Well, you hung the bombs in the outside of it on racks.
Right.
So here they are. They'd be like this. Look, like 1, 2. They always went in so that when the first one went, the second one wouldn't hit that if it ever got stalled.
Okay.
So the bomb racks looked like this. So the bombs would be 1, 2, 3, 4. See, and then each one there was 3 of those along. We could carry 12,000 pounds, 6 tons. And that was, we could carry more, but it was set up for that. That was the standard load.
And I'm sorry, the bombs weighed how much?
500 GPs.
500, I'm sorry.
Well, we carried a 2,000 pounder.
You did, okay.
And 1,000 pounders too. And we carried 40 pounders, but those were what they called daisy cutters.